Good morning.
And he said
Today I am making some beet jelly. I put a picture last time I made this on my Instagram page, and I had a couple people ask for the recipe. So I thought I would do a video of how I make it, and then I'll put the recipe down in the description box below. The first thing I start with is my beet juice. In my pan, for one batch, I've got 6 cups of beet juice, and I also have half the juice, or the lemon from the juice, juice from half of a lemon. So I squeeze that in there. What I use for my beet juice is I cook all of my beets. When I can them, I boil them beforehand, and that way I can peel them really easy. So before I boil them, I make sure they're nice and clean. And then I boil them, and all the juice that's left in the pan, the water and stuff, the water and juice that's left, that's what I use to make the jelly with. So that's what I have in my pan, is 6 cups of beet juice, the juice of half of a lemon, and now I'm going to add in 2 boxes of pectin, or if you have pectin in these little jars like this, it comes to 12 tablespoons. But I've got 2 boxes here, so I'm going to go ahead and add those in. Okay, I've got my sugar in here and my Jell-O. I'm going to continue to stir it until it comes back up to a boil. And I'm going to boil it for 6 minutes. And try to keep it from overflowing everywhere. Alright, my jelly has been boiling for 6 minutes. Still very hot. You can see it's still bubbling. I was not scraping the bottom, and it burnt on the bottom. So what I'm going to try to do, okay, as long as you keep an eye on him, I'm going to try to just not scrape the bottom of the pan when I pour it into the jars, and see if that'll be okay. And I guess if we've got burnt chunks in our jelly, then we'll have burnt chunks in our jelly. So I've got my canner going over here. That's a noise that you hear. Making noise. I've got beets in there, so they're just coming up to pressure. Alright, I have my jars set out here. These are clean jars that I just washed this morning. I am going to do, I think I'm only going to get about this much from this one batch. We'll see as it settles down. I'm going to let it cool just a bit because my jars are not warm, and I don't want my jars to crack when I put the hot liquid in there. You can see it's still moving, like right here. So it's still very, very hot. So I'm going to let it cool off just a little bit before I put it in my jars. Okay, I've got my jars filled up here. I'm then putting on my lids while they're hot, and then I'm going to just twist the ring on, and And then they should seal just like that. I've got some grumpy kids here. I've got other kids working on math problems over there. Yow. Yow. Oh, they're hot. They do taste a little bit burnt, but I think it'll be okay. I'm just gonna have to write on them that these were the burnt ones so that I don't give them away for gifts. So all I'm doing here is cleaning off the all the sticky stuff around the rim so I can put my lid on. These lids are reusable lids that I've had for several years. They work pretty well most of the time. They've got a little rubber ring on the inside of them that just seals on there. Here's the rubber ring and the lid. This just hooks on like that. And you set it on there. And then this screws on. They are really, really hot. Alright, I've got my jelly all finished, sitting on the counter, getting sealed up. As it cools, the suction will suck in the lid and seal it down. So it's pretty easy and quick, not too difficult. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my video. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.